And we are hearing from Mavs ownership about this trade. Patrick Dumont shared his thoughts on the general manager, on Luka, and he addressed still furious fans. Here's Sydney Persing.
Mavericks fans have made it crystal clear.
It's over!
They are still frustrated.
It's just so stupid.
Furious.
What about the fans? What about the fans?
And also fearful for the future of their team.
Sell the team! Sell the team!
In his first interview since the blockbuster Luka trade, team governor Patrick Dumont told the Dallas Morning News that the rumors and theories his team plans to move the team to Vegas are simply untrue.
In a recent interview with the Dallas Morning News, Patrick Dumont, governor of the Dallas Mavericks, addressed the controversial trade of superstar Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. This trade occurred on February 1st, 2025. Dumont's comments, his first public statement since the trade, have added fuel to an already heated discussion about the future of the franchise. The blockbuster trade saw Luka Doncic move to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for 10-time All-Star forward Anthony Davis, guard Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. This move came as a surprise to many, given Doncic's status as a franchise cornerstone and his recent success in leading the Mavericks to the NBA Finals just 7 months prior. Contrary to the widespread criticism, Dumont stands firmly behind the decision to trade Doncic. In his interview, he stated, "It's hard to make tough decisions, and it's hard to make the right decisions when they're tough. And it's easy to do nothing. But when you want to pursue excellence in an organization, you have to make the tough decisions and stand by them and keep going." Dumont emphasized that the trade was a necessary step towards building a culture focused on winning multiple NBA championships. He reiterated his faith in general manager Nico Harrison and categorically denied that the trade was financially motivated.
Dumont went on to say he believes teams win with focus, character, culture, and with players who have the right dedication to working as hard as possible.
When asked if he truly believes the Mavericks are better after the trade, Dumont responded, "I do. Look, it's been an emotional week for everyone. It really has. I clearly understand that, and I really appreciate that." Most striking aspect of Dumont's interview was his emphasis on team culture and work ethic. He stated, "In my mind, the way teams win is by focus, by having the right character, by having the right culture, and having the right dedication to work as hard as possible to create a championship-winning outcome. And if you're not doing that, you're going to lose."
If you look at the greats in the league, the people you and I grew up with, Jordan, Bird, Magic, Kobe, Shaq, they worked really hard every day with a singular focus to win. And if you don't have that, then it doesn't work.
He called Luka out on the way out.
Nick Angst.
He added, "That's who we want. I'm unwavering on this. The entire organization knows this. This is how I operate outside of basketball. This is the only way to be competitive and win. If you want to take a vacation, don't do it with us." While Dumont did not explicitly mention Doncic in these comments, many have interpreted them as a critique of the former Mavericks' work ethic and commitment to winning. There had been speculation that the trade was motivated by financial considerations, particularly in light of Doncic's eligibility for a $345 million Supermax contract extension. Dumont firmly refuted these claims, stating, "The trades we made this past week were about improving our basketball team for the reasons we talked about. None of this was about finances." He further explained, "This is not a resource consideration. For people who understand the NBA, and I know you do, the salary cap is basically the cap. So this is just a risk allocation decision, right? No problem signing someone to the Supermax, it's just a portion of your cap. So it wasn't an issue. Happy to do it if it's there, no problem." The trade has sparked significant backlash from Mavericks fans. On the day of the team's first home game following the trade, a Rally for Luka fan throng massed outside the American Airlines Center. Frustrated and shocked fans stormed the arena and surrounding areas with "Fire Nico" and "Sell the Team" signs all around the Dallas-Fort Worth streets.
Sell the team! Sell the team! Sell the team! Sell the
Dumont acknowledged the emotional impact of the trade on the fan base, saying, "I want you to know I really sympathize with all of our fans who feel hurt. Look, as far as I'm concerned, Luka is a Mav for life, and I really wish him nothing but happiness and success in his career as he continues in LA." It's worth noting Doncic's significant contributions to the Mavericks franchise. Acquired as the third pick in the 2018 draft, Doncic quickly established himself as one of the best young professionals in the league. He won Rookie of the Year in his first season and made it to the All-NBA first team every year after that. Moreover, Doncic led the Mavericks to their first NBA Finals in 13 years during the 2023-24 season. Doncic's career average of 28.3 points per game ranks third in NBA history. In the current season, despite playing only 22 games due to injuries, he was averaging 28.1 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 7.8 assists per game. Dumont provided some insight into the decision-making process that led to the trade. He mentioned that he was more involved in roster improvement discussions with Harrison this year compared to the previous year. The trade discussions with the Lakers reportedly began on January 7th, when Harrison first met with Lakers GM Rob Pelinka about general trade parameters. Dumont said he doesn't recall specific timeframes of when Doncic trade discussions became serious, but his level of involvement appears to confirm what Doncic's agent, Bill Duffy, told the Dallas Morning News. "It was done at the ownership level. We understand it's business. Harrison told the News the trade was his doing, and he alone in the coming years should be judged by its on-court results." However, Dumont said he co-signed on the trade and emphasized his faith in Harrison was well-earned. Dumont said, "I've said it all along. In Nico, we trust. You have to respect the track record. You have to respect his intellect. You have to respect his relationships and his judgment and his point of view and the way he communicates. I respect that. Our whole family respects it." In response to rumors about potentially relocating the team, Dumont emphatically stated,
"Are simply untrue."
Dallas Mavericks are not moving to Las Vegas. There is no question in that. That is the answer unequivocally.
Dumont went on to say he believes
He further emphasized the Adelson-Dumont family's commitment to the Dallas community, saying, "We're going to invest in the future. We're going to invest in a new home for the Dallas Mavericks. We bought the Dallas Mavericks. We're keeping them in Dallas. We're committed to Dallas, and we're committed to our fans as the Dallas Mavericks. And that's where the team will stay." Dumont added, "We had options to buy other teams in the past, but Dallas was the city that we wanted to be in, and that's where it's going to be." While Dumont stands firmly behind the trade, former majority owner Mark Cuban, who still holds a minority stake in the team, seemed less enthusiastic. In a recent public appearance with Bill Gates, Cuban made a thinly veiled reference to the trade. Cuban asked Gates,
"If after you left Microsoft, you found out that Steve Ballmer traded Windows 11, like the new hot operating system, for Windows 10, the Hall of Fame, but older operating. What would you do?"
I might have to hide from the press.
I know a couple other people that are in that situation.
Gates replied, "I might have to hide from the press," to which Cuban nodded and said, "I know a couple of other people that are in that situation." Anthony Davis, the key player acquired in the Doncic trade, made a strong debut for the Mavericks. In his first game, he recorded 26 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 blocks, leading the team to a 116-105 victory over rival Houston. However, the excitement was short-lived as Davis left the game in the third quarter with what was later described as an adductor strain. His absence could potentially stretch to a month, presenting a new challenge for the Mavericks as they fight to maintain their playoff position. As of the trade, the Mavericks held the 8th spot in the Western Conference with a 28-25 record. The team now faces the challenge of integrating new players and maintaining their competitive edge without their former superstar. Dumont remains optimistic about the team's future, stating, "All of our actions, everything that we do, is about improving our team with a goal to win championships."